When we officially start, we're going. Do the countdown again. Of course.
Are you ready?
Of course.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Rando Convo podcast.
The real Rando Convo.
Man, we bringing it to you. We still trying to figure out a day and date to release it consistently, but we're going to go with Tuesday for this week. So each and every Tuesday, we're releasing to you that heat. We coming at you with 3 topics.
What, Dick?
Oh my God, this man not played me. But anyways, we coming at you with 3 topics, man. That's the sound I was waiting for. Anyways, we coming at you with 3 topics. We coming at you with what we watching for the week.
Anything we listening to.
Exactly. But first, and always first, we're gonna talk about what our rando thought is. Nana, go ahead.
I gotta introduce myself first. You already know what's going on.
Who you are.
You already know what's going on. You feel me?
You
It's your boy. You feel me? What's going on? It's not how y'all living. You feel me? Appreciate everyone who tuned in. Same shit, different day. Rando thought of, I guess, this episode 6 we on, right?
Right.
Rando thought episode 6. You feel me? Don't forget to tell somebody you love them. You feel me? That's it. Holla at somebody. Have I done that one before? I don't think I have.
What?
Tell someone you love them.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Well, I hope not. Either way, yeah, just hit up somebody. Grandma.
I don't put it
grandpa.
But I don't think you said it.
Hit up somebody telling you care. Tell them they're valued, they're important. Somebody just feel me, try to make somebody day. It's the little thing. That's it. That's the random thought. Yeah. Good looks, Nick.
No problem, bro. Anyways, my rando thought for this week: hold your liquor.
Hold your liquor.
Hold your liquor. I had a personal experience this week, and just the thought that I took out of this week: hold your liquor, because you never know what opportunities you're missing when you don't.
Word. Hold your liquor. All right.
Yeah, man. But let's get into this first topic.
We're going straight into it.
Going straight into it, bro. It's been a very interesting week, I'd say. You know what I'm saying? Like,
really?
We're seeing, in our country, we're seeing a kind of, the best way I could put it is just a disharmony of, like, different sides.
Were we ever together?
I think that we were more together than where we're at right now.
I think we were at a peaceful standstill where everyone was kind of okay with where things were.
All right.
But that time is gone.
That time is gone. And what we've seen in the past couple, I'd say the past couple months.
Months, for sure. I'm about to say George Floyd died May.
Yeah, I'd say like May was around the time where we really started to see more people just more willing to express themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're more willing to
protest.
Get out there. Regardless if a fucking pandemic's going on. Like, fuck a pandemic. Like, people are getting killed in the streets unarmed. You know what I'm saying? People really feel strongly about that. And whether, I feel a way about it, whether you feel a way about it, people going to do what they're going to do. And I have to respect that. I don't know about you. I have to respect that.
I cannot tell a single soul what to do.
Exactly.
But if you're willing to put yourself in a situation where your well-being might not always take priority. Well, it should always take priority, but your well-being definitely won't be in the most. You could definitely just sit inside your house, stay on internet, whatever. Right. The fact that you're willing to go outside in a global pandemic of all things to go fight for what you believe in, I gotta give it what it is.
And look, is that the decision that I would make? No, I don't think I make that decision, but I'll be damned if I don't respect that decision. And
kudos to you. Do we have a clapping thing? Do we have like a round of applause? We should get one.
I think so. I think we'll get that.
We should get a round of applause. I think that's necessary.
I got to get clear by SoundCloud first. but yeah.
Fight the power.
I might get that one too. But, I'm going to just go into this topic just from a standpoint of, if you believe that only your side's protesting is valid, that's just false off top. Now, I'm not saying every side is valid. What I'm saying is, don't just assume that you're the only valid side in anything.
I
We
think
gotta
this.
we gotta look at things from a nuanced perspective. People are out there for different reasons. Some people are out there for some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think this goes
Some
back
peop-
to your point, which you made previously. I thought it was a great point. Don't assume. Fantastic point made by Nick previously. Continue.
I knew you find some way to
What? I gotta do the peak. How it look?
Oh my god, I knew you find some way to bring that shit back, man. That's hilarious.
What?
But but I mean, I agree. You shouldn't just assume, but you shouldn't assume you are always in the right. I think that if you have a view, you should hold your view in like, you should test your view.
I really
shit.
wish more people would be open minded, man. Just because you have a certain viewpoint or something, whatever the topic may be, doesn't mean
Right.
someone else's viewpoint is completely rubbish because it doesn't exactly line up with yours. But hey, that's just how life
Right.
works.
Now, one thing I'm not in support of under
Yeah.
any circumstance
Word.
is people killing other people for their political beliefs.
That
I'm just
shit is
not for
so
that.
crazy.
That is not something that,
I can't get along with it. That's for
you
sure.
know what I'm saying? Even if you're on my side on some level, bro.
I can't agree with you trying to kill another person over something so trivial, bro.
I'm saying, like, just because somebody wants, let's say, example, somebody wants a wall up. I don't fuck with a wall up to, from Mexico here. I don't fuck with that.
Yeah.
Am I gonna kill somebody else over that shit? Hell no.
Did
But
you really go into your topic yet, or are you still leaning into it?
I'm still leaning into it.
Ooh, this is some lead up.
I'm getting into it. But overall, what happened? I think it was last Saturday.
Word.
I might be wrong about the date exactly, but it was around that time frame. Happened last week.
Yeah.
A 48-year-old man who, didn't, as far as I can see, it doesn't seem like he had his marbles on straight, like fully. He seems like he is a professional protester. Has ties.
I didn't know that was a job.
Shit, nigga. Open your eyes, bro. These niggas, like, people.
What's the salary?
Free 99.
All right, continue.
But overall, I think that, I'm sorry. Overall, for him,
You thought
he
had a
seemed
couple,
like he was just trying to, incite trouble. As far as I can see.
a couple screws loose.
Yeah, like he saw an opportunity, like, yo.
That's
like,
a lot of people at these protests, man. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's the majority, but some motherfuckers ain't here for
I think that
righteous reasons.
I think a lot of these protests are and not saying the protests are bad, but I think the protests are bringing out
they invite.
they're bringing out the
They
worst of the
invite.
worst on both sides.
They invite. I'll tell you what it does. A protest invites trouble. I'm
Right.
sorry to make it sound like protest is what we should be doing, but protest definitely invites trouble. Good trouble, bad trouble is coming.
Because you're gonna have the good people who are there
There's gonna be bad
protesting the
ones.
right way, protesting what
Peacefully.
they believe. But
Very.
you're gonna have the numbnuts.
Who are coming to set shit on fire and loot.
And it seems like this dude, I think his name is Michael. Like, it seems like that's what he was about.
I hope his name's actually Michael.
I hope so too. He ran into a Trump supporter. He ran into a couple of them in a group.
Word.
They're part of a specific group, something called.
I'm sorry. You say specific?
Specific.
Oh, whew.
Look, I've always had trouble with that
Hey,
word.
nah,
man.
I got my own. I just had to make sure that's what you
I've
said.
always had trouble with that word. I don't need niggas correcting me.
My fault, bro. I had to make sure the word what I thought I heard.
Niggas getting offended.
If you know you have trouble saying it, you understood. I didn't hear what I thought I heard.
When I tell you that might be
The word
I've heard the most be corrected by other people from me, bro. Like that, I've heard so many people correct me. It's like,
trust me,
I get it.
I've got my word.
I get it. I fucked that word.
I'm not finna tell you my word, but I got my word.
I got a couple words, like maybe 2 or 3.
Look, I still don't speak
You've
English.
exposed one. You exposed me. But
Exposed.
it is what it. Stupid. It is what it is, though. According to CNN,
word, good old CNN.
And look, CNN, you can feel you want to feel about them. You know what I'm saying? I trust their editorials a lot of times. I think their like news, entertainment side's like a piece of shit.
Word,
but
they have entertainment side.
Yeah, if you like Anderson Cooper.
Oh, true. That's their
like
entertainment.
Don Lemon. That's not news. That's not news.
Is it not?
It's entertainment.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? It's no different than Laura Ingraham on Fox News. It's just on a different side.
She's news too, huh? Oh, she's entertainment.
No, yeah, she's entertainment.
Got you.
Don't call them. They're not news. Right?
They're not news. They don't bring news. They talk about it.
But according to an editorial on,
are we entertainment? Yeah, we're entertainment.
You're entertainment. We're entertainment. We entertain niggas. Yeah.
I mean, we give the news,
but we do a little bit of both.
We don't give.
Hopefully, we can do a little better than they do.
We got the call like they do.
That's the goal, man. But overall, all right. So, just go back to this article.
Go ahead.
Jay Croft of CNN writes,
Ooh.
Portland, Oregon to be specific, has become the epicenter of recent demonstrations against police brutality and systematic racism. They are headed towards their 100th straight night of protests this Saturday.
Woo.
In just the last week, a supporter of a right-wing group was shot and killed during clashes between pro-Trump groups and left-wing demonstrators. On Thursday, the man that is suspected in that killing was killed while police tried to take him into custody. Last night, police arrested 27 people and declared an unlawful assembly after some crowd threw rocks at the officers. As a result of that, more protests are planned for Saturday and the days to come. The last 2 points, I don't really care about.
Not the rocks getting thrown at the police.
I'm like, that's par for the course. I don't like it, you know what I'm saying? But that's par
not
for
too
the course.
peaceful.
The people are protesting the police. So it's like, on some level, I'm like, hey, should you be throwing rocks?
It's
No.
not too peaceful, if you ask me.
No, not peaceful at all. I don't like it, but it's like, I expect shit like that. What I don't like...
I don't think a lot of people expect that.
I don't like people killing other people literally because they support a certain politician. That to me is where we get into like
pretty whack.
You know, that's not an American, like, I don't like that. Like, that's
purge
not what we're
territory.
trying to... Yeah, that's not what we're trying to do as a country.
Could you imagine the purge in today's climate?
Nigga. You might want to reverse your little Second Amendment shit.
Nigga, you think I'm still in this country?
I don't know if you can leave. I'm pretty sure if they announced the purge, nigga, you ain't leaving, bro.
Even through the pandemic,
you better pay $10,000 to go to Mexico.
Nigga, as long as I get out.
Gotta pay $100 to go to London.
You think the money the issue? My fault.
It might be, but anyways, this, like, while I'm for protesting in general, like, I like the idea of protesting, I do not fuck with this consistent 100-day protesting. It's kind of like,
you don't like the continuousness of it?
It seems like it's overindulging at this point.
I think that's what they got to do to make a point. The minute you get off the streets, the minute they stop listening.
I think that's a great point. I'm not disagreeing with it per se.
Go ahead.
But
sounds like you're about to.
I think there are other ways.
Okay.
I don't think
you think internet protesting is next?
No. Oh. I don't think that's effective at all.
Yeah, I didn't even think so.
I mean, voting is the most effective way.
Mm-hmm.
That is what you need to do. Protesting, it gives awareness to things, and you know, we seen with the civil rights, protesting can lead to
big change.
But this is not the civil rights protesting.
It's not. It might be its own little wave.
And I guess my thing is the civil rights protesting was so successful because these dudes didn't fight back. These, like Martin Luther King, literally, like, he was a pacifist. Like,
they had their own
violence.
Even back then, they had their own little radical groups doing, you know, whatever and whatever.
Oh, of course.
There's always going to be those.
There's always going to be those. But those aren't the ones that were gaining the main attention.
They weren't.
The ones that were gaining the main attention was Martin Luther King and his followers. And due to them and the abuse that they took on national TV, being hauled off to jail right afterwards, people saw that and were like, that's wrong. Like, we can clearly see who's right and wrong in this situation.
Yeah.
For me, when I see a person who's supposedly on my side killing another person only because they're, you know, they're a certain, you know, side of politics.
It's always going to be radicals, man.
Yeah, it's like, I feel that this protest, while I think the protests in general in Portland and other places as well, it's not just Portland is doing this, but it's the epicenter of the protesting so far.
That's what the storyline is, apparently.
Yeah, and while I'm not saying we should stop protesting, I think we should evaluate exactly the pros and cons of keeping this going. Because
even if you do evaluate and keep it moving, what changed?
I don't know. I just feel like we're not going down a right path right now.
Gotcha.
I feel like I'd rather develop a plan. Look, I'm not in charge of protesting and anything. I don't know. In truth, that's another thing. I don't know who's in charge.
There is no charge.
And that's a big issue because if we have all these people protesting Some people for some reasons, other people for other reasons.
People are just
It
protesting.
just seems
man.
like it just seems like madness.
For the
And
most
it's like,
part,
what change will you get if nobody is on board with, like, if nobody has a plan? How can we get change?
I think for the most part, we're all kind of in agreement what we're protesting. I think people have
But
their
what
own.
what are you asking for? Because
No one
it's
knows.
not realistic, you know. Because some people are like, "Oh, we're asking them to stop killing."
I think there
unarmed
is
black
no.
men with police. Like, okay,
I think at the moment there is no we. There's a bunch of
Theys.
groups.
It's like
Yeah, it's a bunch
everybody,
of theys,
everybody
if
is
you
an
will.
I. Everybody is an I.
Yeah,
it
it's
seems
a
like.
bunch of.
You're protesting for yourself. It seems it's not. It doesn't seem like you're protesting for the greater good. You're protesting for.
We could probably
what
divide
you
it up.
believe.
We could probably, get our little divisions going and know that people are protesting for this and some people protest for that. But for the
Right.
most part, I think the general consensus is that we're protesting the system, the current system
Right.
in place in the U.S.
But you're
guess
not. But
racism.
you're not protesting the system. You're protesting an aspect of the system because you're not protesting. You're not protesting the banks that keep your money.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's part of the system. We're not
Gotcha.
protesting that.
All right,
You're
Nick.
protesting an individual part. And I'm like, all right, I'm with you. This individual part is rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
It's stupid. I agree. But how are we going to change that?
Some want to defund it. Some want to get rid of it entirely. Some just want to beat up cops.
I think we need a leader, bro.
We do. We don't got one.
That's really what is missing here. I
A
think we
leader
need
would
somebody
definitely
who can kind of present like
An
a
argument.
united front.
All right.
You know?
It would help. It genuinely would help.
You know, whether it's like a Killer Mike or, somebody. I don't know.
I think this is the type of situation where the leader kind of rises up from the ashes, if you will. It's good. Maybe something happens to him. Maybe it's I don't know. I hate that I'm forgetting his name right now. Jacob Blake. Yeah, maybe it's Jacob Blake for all we know.
Well, I mean, he's paralyzed.
He is paralyzed. That's the hell of a story. And we know why he's paralyzed.
He's paralyzed. Secret. I don't know if he's up for that. You know what I'm saying?
I think
that's a hard ask for anybody.
His track record isn't the easiest to sell. I'll give you that.
No.
But yeah, like I said, I don't think this is like Biden's not about to get elected and become our hero. I doubt that's gonna come. But
notice I didn't even
bring him up.
Yeah,
like I'm just
he's not the answer. He's just a band-aid.
Like I said, we do need a hero. Maybe we don't deserve one, but the situation.
What is this, Gotham?
Hey, bro. Not every city got a Batman.
Damn sure not this country.
But nonetheless, it's one we're gonna have to see play out. That's for sure.
I agree. I mean, I think overall, I like that we are at a place where people feel comfortable enough to get out there and voice their concerns with how they feel about this country. Because I feel like for a long time, when these shootings would happen, people would protest and it'd be done.
People would riot.
People would riot.
And then we would keep it moving.
Yeah, I'm saying because life moves on.
People would be like,
go to work, all that.
Those blacks are rioting again.
I think the pandemic has kind of created this gap for people where you have time on your hands.
I will say this is probably the government's worst fear. A lot of free time.
Yeah, that's why they're trying to get everything back into motion.
That is for sure.
That's why they're talking to NBA, NFL, like, yo, get your shit back in order.
That's why they're trying to get this cure out by November, real live.
Shit.
CDC talking.
The November surprise is what they call it, man.
I think it's kind of wild that they're trying to, like, I don't think you can rush a vaccine. Like, that doesn't make any type of sense to me. How do you try to, me personally, I don't think you should rush anything in life. But to rush something that's supposed to help us all, this can only backfire in my mind.
What if you like grow a third arm after you like?
All right, at that point, throw the whole system away.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would, if I get a third arm, I wouldn't be that mad. Like when it just pops out your back type shit.
Yeah, you won't be hearing from me too much, Nick. You'll probably be in a lab or alive.
You trying to dap me up? I'll be like, just turn my back and shit.
Yeah, trust me, I'm not putting my hand out to no nigga dap me up with his back. I don't care how many arms.
You'll get used to it.
I won't dap you up, Nick. You be in some lab getting experimented on, you and your third arm.
Nick, what if everybody gets a third arm? Then you don't have to experiment.
You think I'm getting vaccinated off rips?
Well, off top, I'm throughout this whole pandemic.
Definitely,
I've let the guinea pigs do what the guinea pigs do. You know what I'm saying? I sit back, look. I'm like, is it safe? And then once I
cross the road,
like for example, I haven't gone to gyms yet because I don't see how that's safe.
It doesn't seem too safe.
So it's like, but there's certain things like restaurant eating outside type shit. Like I waited a bit, and I'm like, once I saw, I'm like, okay, it doesn't seem like that's like a big spreading type of thing. I'm like, all right, cool, I'll start doing that.
I think it's a matter of opinion.
Yeah, I think whatever, because there are gonna be people who are like, "Oh, I can't wait to get that vaccine. I'm ready for shit to get back to normal."
Oh, for sure.
So I'm glad there are people out there that's gonna do that. Do that.
Definitely tell me how it
I
goes.
will be looking out the window, making sure you don't turn into a monster.
What show is this, bro?
Shit, this is America, nigga, 2020. But overall,
It's about to be the best season yet.
yeah, man. But I think I want everybody to just, if you're protesting out there, salute to you. You're doing something that I don't truthfully have the courage to do right now.
Word.
Because I'm, trying to stay safe out here, and it seems really violent out there.
Plus
I'm broke, so I'm not trying to fly out to Portland.
I don't think you gotta fly out to Portland to protest.
Yeah, I can go to DC.
You can find a group.
And look, I've been through it. Like I drove through one. You know
Word.
what I'm saying? Not over like that one nigga.
I love how that qualified for something.
I drove through a protest just to see it. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to see what was going on. It's
you really do be watching from the distance, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Cause it'd be too crazy. I'm not trying to get tear gas and shit. Like,
I hear you. Look, I'm not gonna sit here and claim I've been out here protesting.
I'm a journalist.
I'm watching from the distance.
Not a protester. But I think overall, it's a weird time. I think it's overall going to be a positive.
I think it will. I think it's already done positive.
I think we're seeing the seeds of change slowly get sprouted.
For sure.
It's just frustrating that it's not coming quick enough.
Patience, young blood.
Yeah.
This is not an overnight change as much as we would like it to be. Definitely it's not going to be.
Yeah, but overall, I fuck with it.
I can't say I'm against it.
Not for it. I'm not against it. Do what you do.
So it's to this day. Oh, Overeem wins. Let's go.
Oh shit.
All stare. Sakai. Heavyweight. I think like 12th ranked or something. Maybe I'm capping. Sakai. Profile. There we go. What rank are you? Oh, it's not saying ESPN. That's whack. I don't want to go to UFC.com themselves.
UFC has a .com.
UFC got their own little joint. You know?
I just asked, didn't I?
It's a company. You gotta get their affairs in order. Twitter page and all. You got Twitter, right, Nick?
Yeah.
You be posting podcasts on your Twitter?
Why are you asking me these hard questions?
Why you not answering the difficult questions, Nick?
I wasn't expecting all that.
All right, you think I was gonna do it?
I wasn't expecting all that.
You can't be caught slipping, Nick. That's
I
not
have
healthy.
in the past. I haven't done it for every single podcast.
All right, I'm just asking because next is IG, and I don't have an IG.
I don't have an IG, but the
podcast definitely needs an IG.
The podcast has an IG.
The podcast already has an IG.
I've already made it. I just haven't customized it like fully.
Perfect. Give me the login. I'm about to act a fool.
I'll do it after the podcast, so we don't put the show on
you
blast.
say that you're gonna forget. Wait, why would we put that shit on blast?
I won't forget if you remind me.
Who's gonna put it on blasted?
The world, nigga. We recording right now.
Yeah, but like, aren't we talking about the podcast?
Yeah.
On the podcast.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna put the password in the username.
Oh, that's what you mean. I thought you were gonna promote it.
I'm gonna yeah, no, I'm gonna.
Nah, go ahead, just drop the password.
I'm not about to be like,
drop the password, bro.
Yeah, the password is fuck nana.
Oh, that's deep.
2020.
Yeah, you definitely could change that.
Everybody log in.
I'm changing it. That's for sure.
Everybody log in and put pictures saying fuck nana.
First person to log in, it doesn't change the password. It's hilarious. I'm changing that password.
It'd be funny if somebody actually tries to log in and try to do that and be like, "Oh, password's incorrect," but they told me.
If you did that, kudos to you. You listened.
But speaking of coaches,
what? Hey, yo, that could have been worse. I mean, that was,
it was actually so
honest,
bad.
That was so
great.
bad that it was good. Speaking of coaches, all right.
But let's get into it, bro.
Young boy, the GOAT, Steve Nash, a.k.a. Nick's arch nemesis.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
JK, it's a running joke. Nonetheless,
I will break down why you say that, but let's get into it.
I am a big fan of Steve Nash becoming an NBA head coach. But my situation is, wasn't he just a soccer commentator, just soccer pundit, if you really want to put his professionals out, just last season? Not to say he's not capable of the job. I just love how wild this is. How do I become an NFL GM? That's all I want to know. If Steve Nash can go from soccer punditry to NFL head coach, I need to know the lanes. Because if it really is just having a name, god damn it, I'm doing this shit wrong.
If you won 2 unjustifiable
MVPs. Ouch. I think he had enough justification to get in the hunt.
If you become a top 10 NBA
Point
point
guard.
guard of all time,
Word.
then I give you a little bit of leeway.
Word.
I give you that leeway.
I gotta do all that first.
Yeah, I mean that's his resume.
All I'm saying is,
His resume from a basketball standpoint is pretty deep.
I could be a better coach than Steve Nash, but we never know it. That's all I'm saying. We got the same level of experience though.
You can't run that 7 seconds though.
Maybe he can't either.
I mean, he played in it for like 8 years.
Oh well,
so
played in it.
I'd assume he knows the.
Maybe he can't coach it like D'Antoni can, man.
What is the point guard? What's the other name for a point guard? The coach on the floor.
Hey, bro, we don't know what Steve Nash can do till he gets into that job. You don't know me. I can coach the 7 seconds. You heard down me. You ain't seen me with the clipboard yet. That's crazy.
Look, Steve Nash got this job not because of white privilege,
I believe that.
not because of nepotism.
Sure.
He got this job because he seems like he's a really nice guy, and it seems like he's able to handle difficult personalities.
I believe he's brought in because it's one. If you don't like Steve Nash, cough Nick, it's on you, bro. It's
I like
obviously
Steve Nash, like as a person, he seems cool.
It's obviously a personal problem because Steve Nash is a wonderful person. Man, it seems like a very open mind. I don't know Steve Nash personally, but seems like a very open minded individual. I think he's actually one of the perfect fits for this to handle so many personalities in Brooklyn. Boy.
I think he's
KD
perfect.
and Kyrie, that man's gonna have a time. I tell you, Steve Nash here, if it's not already gray, it's going.
Look, I've never heard an argument that tells me that Phil Jackson is the best X's and O's coach to ever coach the game of basketball. I've never seen that argument. What I have seen of why they call him the greatest coach of all time is that he was able to manage the personalities
for sure.
of Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen.
With the triangle.
You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't his idea. That was Tex Winter.
He just perfected it.
Right. And Tex Winter was an assistant coach on the team. So it's like
I'm about to say
the guy who created the offense they played in wasn't even the coach. It was the assistant coach.
Texas.
Phil was there because he can handle the personalities.
Now
that makes him the greatest coach.
The documentary, he was studying under Tex. I'm about to say he must definitely learn the triangle himself.
Right, but you hired the dude who made it though. Like I'm not trying to take credit away from Phil Jackson. I'm just saying he wasn't coming up with these schemes off nothing. He was just he was very good at implementing them.
Okay.
And but mainly he managed the personalities of championship teams. And he's a pro at that. He's done it 12 times.
12 times. That's a good way to list that.
And
I think he should get more X and O credit. I see what you're saying with him not creating a triangle though.
And I think Steve Nash I'm not saying he's gonna be Phil Jackson,
right.
But I think we should look at it as he's here to manage the difficult personalities that is Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant.
Word.
Mix in a DeAndre Jordan, mix in a Karis LeVert, mix in a Spencer Dinwiddie, mix in a Jared Allen. These are all. Now, I wouldn't say all of them are big time players,
about to say,
but they all are an interesting collection of players.
The Nets without Kyrie and KD actually aren't even that big of a personality.
Not personality wise, but it's a lot of people fighting for minutes.
Oh, for sure. Everyone wants that ball.
Yeah, I think you're gonna need somebody who can politely say you're not playing that much tonight. I think Steve Nash is perfect at that.
Besides LeVert, there really shouldn't be no real arguments. But
I mean, you have two centers, you have three guards who can all start on teams.
Who's the third?
Karis LeVert, Spencer Dinwiddie, Kyrie.
Spencer already know he coming off the bench. Spencer don't know.
But I'm saying you need a personality that can
tell him that
Spencer
the right
already
way. Coming off the bench, doesn't he?
I mean, not really. I think that
when Kyrie first day, he was off the bench. No, Karis was hurt.
Yeah,
Karis was hurt. Yeah.
So we don't know how it's gonna work out.
Spencer better understand. If Spencer doesn't understand, even without Steve Nash.
That's why you need Steve Nash there.
No, I'll tell you this: Steve Nash, I should pull up and be able to tell Spencer there's Karis and there's Kyrie and then there's you. So you understand what's going on here.
What I'm saying
that's not rocket science.
I get that. What I'm saying, it's easier when you have somebody who's good at managing personalities, as opposed to, let's say. What's the coach? No, Mark Jackson example. But
Mark Jackson will definitely just tell it how
what's the dude who Melo was coached under in Denver?
George Karl.
He's known for not being a good personality head coach.
Great X and O's guy though.
Pause. Not camera.
I thought you were saying pause to me saying X and O guy. I was like, nigga, what's wrong with you?
I'm not petty.
That's a petty thing.
The computer.
You better clip this.
No, I'll leave this in.
God damn it, Nick. You leave everything in. And then if you told me multiple times in the last podcast, I'm going to clip this. That was your sarcasm. You think I could tell the difference? Nah, I'm about to start ranting. This man Nick swore he was gonna clip multiple things from the last podcast. Didn't. Did not. Some he. I'm happy he left. Some I wish he would have clipped.
Triggered. Anyways, go back to your point.
Nah, fuck off, Nick.
You're making a good point there.
Was I?
Yeah.
What was I talking about? Steve Nash?
Yeah. I mean, that's the topic.
No, but what was like a mid sentence?
We're talking about George Karl.
Oh, George Karl. No, you had me bring him up. I just remembered his name. He definitely was. He was a good X and O's coach. He wasn't a good man manager, and he definitely didn't know how personalities fit.
And how many championships did he win?
That's all right. You know, that's a different argument for a different day. Steve Nash hasn't won a goddamn thing. He hasn't touched the court yet. But
you see this? No championships. And see, that's the thing. Just because you are
I'm
an
leaving.
X's,
Give me my stuff. I'm out.
You're trying. That's a hard little exit to get out of.
Hey, fuck off, Dick.
But overall, like George Karl, great coach from an X's and O standpoint.
Word.
Been to the finals with
Gotcha.
Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. He, but at the end of the day, he never got over the hump because he just didn't know how to manage personalities on teams that could have won championships. I feel like you could have won a championship with Melo.
I think it was a timing thing. I think what was that? 2006?
He was the coach from, I believe, when Melo was first in the league to
No, I'm like,
Melo left.
when was prime? Like Melo with
like 2007, 2006, 2007 to like
Melo with Chauncey, right?
Yeah,
yeah. I think they had a chance. I think it was just a bad era. They still was going over against Kobe, the Spurs.
I feel you. I feel like they could have been better.
They definitely could have been a better team.
And hell, he could have won a championship.
They could have played defense.
He could have won a championship in the 90s too.
They could have played defense.
He had great supersonic teams. From an X and O standpoint, he was amazing.
I think about it. Did he have any teams that did play defense? He just had good defensive players at times.
Supersonics were good.
I think they were a bunch
of.
Like I said, I think it was just a bunch of good defensive players at a time. Looking at his teams historically as a team, they really didn't play defense. The glove would just strap the team's best player no matter who it was.
I think it's dependent on the team. You might be right.
Yeah. I say he didn't build a good defensive team in Denver.
I just think that
you can't tell me young J.R. Smith was playing defense.
But this ain't about George Karl.
This isn't apparently. This is about Steve Nash.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think that Steve Nash is going to be a George Karl from an X's and O's standpoint.
I'm more worried.
I think that he can be a great coach from a motivational standpoint, from a player relationship standpoint. I think the Nets made a good hire.
I am more worried on the X and O.
Is it the best hire?
No.
I don't think so. I think that Ty Lue was made to coach this team.
Really? Ty Lue? Mr. Yes Man?
I mean, Ty Lue's a champion one. Ty Lue led the Cleveland Cavaliers to the finals 3 straight years. I can't even say it with a straight face.
Oh, good. I'm happy you're honest about this. I was good. I was like, wait. Wasn't LeBron the head coach?
I mean, yeah.
All right, cool.
But look, Ty Lue has great experience.
He does have great experience.
You know what I'm saying? I think that he managed personalities very well.
I'd rather give this. I think Mark Jackson earned it a little more.
Oh, hell no.
What?
Oh, hell no.
You don't think Mark Jackson deserves this?
Look,
I don't think he's a good fit. I don't think he's a good fit.
Deserve is different from a good fit.
I don't think he's a good fit. I think he definitely deserves this.
I think he deserves a head coaching job. I don't think he deserves a head.
What, you want to give him the Hornets one?
That's disrespectful now.
All right.
Hell, he could be the Wizards head coach. Like,
that's a project, ain't it?
Hell, I'd take him over Frank Vogel. As a Laker fan, I would definitely take him over Frank Vogel.
I would hope so.
The only difference to me between like him taking like, let's say Hornets job and the Nets job is, I feel like the Hornets job would be better fit for him.
Yeah.
Because he can build the team. And I feel like he's better when he's building a team.
I think Sam Cassell deserves a shot. He's been an assistant coach for a while.
I think Sam Cassell's a good choice.
I think there's a lot of assistant coaches I'd rather take him. But
I think that's overall the main reason why people are mad.
A year from now, Steve Nash could have a chip and we could be all talking about like, damn, this is a good hire. I don't think it's going to happen. But look.
I just think that people, I'm not saying you per se.
It's ahead of his time.
I think people are misplacing their anger at Steve Nash when, I mean, were people this mad about Steve Kerr getting the job?
I kind of saw as a, I mean, Mark Jackson had technically gotten to the playoffs multiple times and didn't get past a certain place. But I definitely,
unquestionably a great move.
I definitely didn't think Steve Kerr was the guy to come fix the problem, but he came and he did it. He came and he did it. So.
You know, and people are like, oh, well, how many coaches with no head coaching or even assistant coaching experience at all get a prime
straight
job
head
like
coaches
this?
Up, especially coming off a commentary.
I will give you not many coaches get the opportunity to coach a perennial championship team.
That's not common.
You know, that's not common. I'll give you that. But
plenty of coaches get the shot.
I'll say plenty of coaches, plenty of players.
So you just
point guard specifically.
You just told me earlier today, Doc Rivers, no experience, straight into the job, coach of the year.
Yeah, that's a success story. You got Derek Fisher, not a success story.
Jason Kidd,
we'll see.
Well, not done yet.
And Jason Kidd's very comparable because Jason Kidd and Steve Nash, if you were to rank top 10 point guards,
I gotta give
they are next to each other. And I don't know who I put over one another.
I got Nash over.
I won't hold you. I probably would lean that way, but they're close.
I give Jason Kidd his props because he's already shown me something as a coach and his development of Giannis. Definitely, people don't give him enough credit for what he did for Giannis.
Were people mad when he got the job?
I
don't remember that.
I don't think it was huge outrage.
So I don't see why people are so upset about Steve Nash getting, because
I think people need to take this energy to the NFL, where there's practically no black coaches and white coaches are getting hired 4-year contracts with straight out of college. Like, this is rare. There's been NFL assistant coaches who haven't even been looked at, and I mean, you can go to Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury went from offensive coordinator to head coach to NFL head coach in what, a 5-year span?
Wasn't he a bad head coach?
He didn't have a winning record.
Yeah, I'm not bad, but not a
it wasn't a
resume.
It wasn't a successful one.
Like,
if we're being honest,
his story is clearly a story of I knew a guy.
He has a hell of a system, but just to see the Cardinals turn their whole team over to him,
he has a hell of a personality.
The Cardinals,
he knew somebody who was like,
I believe it. The Cardinals
it doesn't make any sense.
I think the Cardinals had their previous head coach for 2 seasons. I think his name was Wilkes, black man. I'm just putting it out there. Gone 2 seasons.
And you give him an abysmal roster.
And they just got rid of him and said Kingsbury is the truth. Like I said, I think this argument is more made for the NFL than the NBA.
I agree completely.
But
I feel
people are just mad right now.
Nana understands. I don't like Steve Nash as not even as a player. I respect him as a player. I think he might be the most overrated 2-time MVP of all time.
Someone just threw their phone off that statement.
If you rank all the players who've won 2 MVPs, he would be dead last. Dead last.
Someone just started typing furiously.
The only person who I would even attempt to argue maybe is a little worse than Steve Nash, and it's recency bias, Giannis. He's the only one.
He doesn't have the second one officially yet, does he?
Yeah, he does pretty much.
It's not official.
It's damn near official.
If they give it to LeBron, we'd be mad.
Would I be mad?
Yeah.
Honestly, a little bit.
All right.
Honestly, a little bit.
If you think he earns it,
and as a Laker fan, I'd be mad because it's like he didn't earn the MVP. He wasn't the best player.
Right. I don't think it's official yet, but I could definitely see. I definitely think he'll win it.
Yeah, and he's the only one in 2-time where I'm like, I don't know if you're better than Steve Nash at this stage in your career right now. He's the only one. Anybody else who's won more than 1 MVP? Hell, there are a lot of players who've won only 1 MVP who are way better than Steve Nash. Like Shaq and Kobe, the fact that they only have 1 MVP each and he robbed them both.
Oh, I thought you got into this tangent.
It's a sham. Whoever voted in those years, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I don't think it was that deep.
You should be. I'm looking at dead at the camera. You should be ashamed of yourself.
You hear that? That's crazy.
Get out my shot. You should be ashamed of yourself. This man. And we've seen, and honestly, hindsight is 2020.
Yeah, it is.
But we've seen D'Antoni take every point guard, every single point guard he's gotten has been amazing in the system. Performed even better than Steve Nash in some cases.
You're gonna have to find a good argument for that one.
James Harden, off top. He was good. He goes under D'Antoni, and he becomes the best offensive player since best scorer since Kobe retired.
I would say he's probably the best card to come out, but I don't have James Harden as a natural point guard. He just has the ball a lot. But I see what you're saying. He's probably the better example. He's the best you'll find, actually.
And he's like the best in terms of like before D'Antoni, after D'Antoni. Like there's a clear mark. Look at this. Just look at his stats the first year.
Steve Nash might be better.
No, Steve Nash's stats, like they're kind of pedestrian, for being honest. It's 19 and 11.
God, now we gotta bring up the things, man. Now we gotta pull up Steve Nash's career.
Yeah, pull up the Carfax.
Whew.
Pull up James Harden Carfax.
I'm going
That's
Nash
what,
first. You
honestly,
can pull up Harden. I'm talking Nash before and after D'Antoni. Career stats. I'm talking the whole career. He said bloated. Ouch.
I said overrated.
Got you.
You said you're looking up Steve Nash's?
Yeah. Dan Nash definitely doesn't. No, not once in this season he averaged 20 points per game. That's funny.
I'm telling you, bro, he's overrated.
Just multiple.
Like what he averages is what niggas average now.
Ooh, overrated is a
In their
strong
sleep.
word. Ooh, overrated is a strong word. Yeah, I could tell he genuinely won the MVP off his team's performance, though. Because these numbers are not winning you MVP in today's age. Yeah, his best is 18.8. But I don't know where his D'Antoni career starts.
Whenever he joined the Suns.
Whenever. So 2003 to 2004. Well, my argument's out the window. Yeah, he drops up 1 point. And then I think a season later wins MVP.
Yeah.
So I don't know, bro. He wasn't winning MVP without D'Antoni.
Meanwhile, let's go to James Harden.
Got you.
So James Harden in the year before averaged 29 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. The next year he averaged 29, 11, and 8. Look at the look at the drastic change after D'Antoni. Next year 38, 5. Next year 36, 7. Like it's a clear difference.
I think genuinely
the D'Antoni effect is real. Do we have to talk about Jeremy Lin?
That came in and went,
but it was there.
That definitely didn't last.
But why didn't it last? Let's put context. It didn't last because of Melo. Let's be real. Because remember, Linsanity happened while Melo was hurt. Yeah. As soon as Melo came back, that ended. I
thought that it ended because he started turning over the ball too much. But nonetheless,
it low key ended in Miami. Because he had a game against Miami.
He had like 10 turnovers or some dumb shit.
That was awful. I think D'Antoni had put too much eggs in that basket.
He had faith.
At that point,
he had faith.
Like LeBron, Mario Chalmers specifically strapped him the fuck up. I remember watching that game like, what's about to happen?
What's about to happen?
I was like, it's either going to be incredibly disappointing.
Or everything you hoped it would be. As I think D'Antoni has made James Harden an overall better player.
What I'm saying is he makes any guard in his system,
overall
the
better
primary
player.
Guard, an overall better player. Steve Nash,
the reputation
was
the
first one to be that. He was a trailblazer.
Was he the first?
We never seen that before.
I don't know where he was before Phoenix actually. So
he was with them. I'm sorry, the Dallas Mavericks. He was second fiddle to
not Nash, D'Antoni.
Dude, I don't even want to talk about it.
What was he before that?
Lakers.
Was he really?
Yes, with Steve Nash and Kobe.
Before Phoenix?
Oh, Phoenix.
Thank
no.
you.
I thought you were talking about before James Harden.
Nah, before. I know where he was. He was busy fucking up shit.
I think he was a assistant.
Yeah, that might be true.
I think that would make the most sense.
Would it? Or are you just putting something together?
I'm going to fact check that, actually.
Good shit.
That is...
I don't know where he was before Phoenix.
I really don't know either, to be honest.
No idea. Good God, what did you type in?
So he was a coach. He was a director of player personnel in Denver in 1997, 1998.
That makes sense, actually.
He became the Nuggets head coach.
Was he really?
But was fired after a poor performance in the year that Tim Duncan won his first championship.
Wait. When did he become Nuggets head coach?
In the 98-99 season.
And he got fired the same season?
Yep. During the lockout season.
Hey, yo.
He then became a scout for the Spurs.
That makes so much sense.
And he was an assistant with the Trailblazers.
I did not know he was a Popovich disciple.
I didn't know either, to be honest. I think he's the least Popovich disciple out of all the Popovich
because he's abandoned defense. Fuck is that for? It's funny though. The Rockets are actually the best defensive team in the playoffs right now.
They're very scrappy.
It's because of the small ball joint. They make teams take bad shots. It's just hilarious.
They're very scrappy. They're a very interesting team to follow.
That man had PJ Tucker and Anthony Davis facing up. I ain't never seen no shit like that in my life.
But back to Steve Nash.
Yeah.
Will you go with me that Steve Nash is overrated?
No. I saw his stat line just there, and definitely it was poorer than what I expected to see. But no, Steve Nash's impact goes way beyond his numbers, in my opinion. Did he deserve 2 MVPs? No.
He has more MVPs than James Harden, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal.
Those Suns teams were crazy efficient. You can't give the coach the MVP.
Shit. I think that Steve Nash is an amazing NBA player, one of the best players of all time. You know, I'll never forget those 7-second offense Suns teams.
Gotcha.
They were a sight to behold.
Mm-hmm.
They had some years where they could have won championships,
Mm-hmm.
where either they were dicked out of championships or they just choked.
Got you.
They have a mix of both. D'Antoni really does as a whole, his whole career.
Hey, man. Professional folder, if you ask me.
I think that Steve Nash, while not having the experience necessary, like, to formally get a job of this nature, I think that his personality and I think that his overall leadership capabilities are what got him this job. And I think he's going to be successful at this job.
I can see it. I think he's got a real open mind, and he's capable of putting things together. So I trust Steve.
I think so, too.
So is that it for Steve Nash discussion?
Anything else you want to chime in with? I mean, this was your topic.
They're all my topics.
Oh, this nigga.
It sounds like we've Steve Nash this one. Taking 2 MVPs and kept it moving.
This topic wasn't overrated, yo.
Yo, I'm telling you, some inner Steve Nash fan has heard this. It is like strapping their, like, loading the bullets as we speak. Like, you really disrespected Steve Nash to someone. I know it.
I'm not disrespecting him at all. Like, I feel like I have not disrespected him at all.
Yes, man.
I feel like I've been on his side as far as him being a coach. I think that he should be a coach. I think he's earned that. But God, anybody who thinks he's a 2-time MVP,
so I can't say
justifiably.
I can't argue he's worth both.
Because no one could ever tell me he was the best player in any of those years. Not one person.
Hey, bro, someone come challenge Nick, bro. Present your argument, please.
Oh my God, yeah, try.
Please get in the comments. Do something.
Put your basketball knowledge against mine. Let's see what happens. Especially when it comes to Steve overrated Nash.
I challenge you to a duel.
Oh my gosh. But let's get into this third topic, bro.
You already know.
We trying something new.
You feel me? It's me. It's all me. I'm gonna let you know our creative ideas right here. But we're gonna try a little segment. It's been a week, but it hasn't been the craziest news week. So when it gets quiet, we're gonna try something different. We're gonna try throwing a segment here and there. I'm a big fan of segments. This segment is called Top 5. And what we're gonna do with this segment is I'm gonna ask Nick what his top 5. Insert whatever topic I feel like inserting there. He doesn't know at the moment. And Nick's going to do the vice versa for me. So I'm assuming I'm going first, Nick?
Sure.
All right, Nick. I'm going to ask you to give me your top 5 fast food restaurants. Because you did want to give me restaurants, and I don't know why.
What a way to work this in, man. So now I started this off by saying, yo, let's do something like name your top 5 restaurants. And I'm like, I don't want to talk about my top 5 restaurants. Like,
still got to do it.
And he like put this little caveat in here now, so I guess I might as well do it.
Go ahead, Nick. Top 5 fast food restaurants.
Okay.
If you want
off top, I'd say
you doing 5 or 1?
I'm doing 5.
All right, go ahead.
Off top, number 5. I guess that doesn't make sense.
Thank you. That's why I had to clarify.
I didn't think about it like that.
I had to clarify, bro.
Right. Fair enough. Top 5 at number 5. I gotta go with Taco Bell at number 5.
All right. Fair enough.
Not the best food.
Word.
Not definitely. Pause. Not the best meat.
Continue.
I say the lowest quality.
Got you. I don't eat Taco Bell, so I'm not about to sit here and defend them.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying Taco Bell, I don't defend if you don't fuck with it.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's your 5.
I recommend to anybody, get the app. You can customize your burritos, customize
That's where it's
everything. So if you don't like the cruddy ass ground beef or the cruddy ass steak, get some chicken. Get some rice and beans in that bitch.
Go ahead. Funny enough, I've always thought like everything in Taco Bell had cheese in it, and I really could not just never fuck with cheese. So I've always just stayed away from Taco Bell. But I've learned you can ask for no cheese on things, and now I've got the power. But continue.
Nigga, I just get my orders on the phone, and I just, I have this order code.
This man, next level.
Next level, man. Number 4. Popeyes.
Tough. Was this gonna be here before the chicken sandwich, or the chicken sandwich get this into 4?
Absolutely.
Fair enough. Best chicken place in my opinion.
I like the chicken sandwich a lot.
Here.
But it has no bearing on my ranking.
Gotcha.
It's a good addition to the menu.
I think it really did help it. Yeah.
But overall, their chicken is just the best chicken in my opinion.
Does Popeyes around you still do popcorn shrimp?
I don't eat shrimp.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, Popeyes popcorn shrimp not bad.
Just word to y'all, I'm allergic to shrimp. So if anybody has any shrimp related questions, direct them to this nigga.
Hey, bro, shrimp that shit. If you love shrimp, we can have
shrimp is good. I've been.
It's just gonna kill him apparently.
I've been able to eat shrimp in the past. I can appreciate how good it is.
Oh, I love shrimp.
Not worth dying.
Hey, so, I hear that. I hear that. I don't know if I could say it the same with confidence because I love shrimp that much, but definitely hear that. Gotta love shrimp. All right, Popeyes 4.
Number 3.
Word.
This is hard.
Go ahead. Now you in the tough area, ain't you?
We are. Because 2 of these restaurants, 3 of them are very hard to get to.
Got you.
2 of them are impossible to get to.
Uh-huh.
One of them is in Maryland.
Got you.
But it's 40 minutes away. The other 2 are in the South.
I'm guessing it's farther than for me then, but whatever. Continue.
It's farther, yeah. For you, it'd be a bop too.
All right, thank you. A boppity boppity.
Number 3,
gotcha.
Cookout.
Oh, wow. Cookout snuck into your top 5. All right, cool.
Man.
I think
Cookout, as far as getting meals when you're turnt,
is the GOAT.
And you need,
absolute GOAT.
You need just some protein.
Absolute GOAT. Cookout is the late night.
Dairy.
Cookout is that late night.
They got you with 50 flavors of milkshakes. They got you with the cookout box.
That was ready to.
You can literally for $7 cop a burger, quesadilla,
I'll say nuggets, fries, all
nuggets, and a milkshake for $7.
That's a steal. It always was a steal.
Now, is the food the greatest? No,
but it's perfect for your college life. I promise.
And I swear, their burgers are really good. Their burgers have that. They had that cookout taste, like a real cookout. If
I'm being honest, if anyone likes Wendy's and doesn't like Cookout, you're tripping because
this ain't burgers really.
Well, I like Cookout's burgers better than Wendy's. Honestly, they're bigger. Okay. They get you more for your bang, bro.
I won't argue with
Wendy's
that.
burgers about tiny as shit, bro. I hate Wendy's burgers.
Nah, Cookout is definitely, I wouldn't say it's the best quality food. Especially compared to the top 2 on my list.
Okay.
But goddamn.
I hear it. Cookout was the clutches of the clutch.
Number 2. Zaxby's.
Who? Zaxby's over Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's not in the top 5.
Wow. I just realized. Okay, yeah. I thought, Zaxby's over Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A's not in the top 5.
I do like their Texas toast chicken sandwich. That shit hit different.
Bro.
I love their Texas toast chicken sandwich.
Texas toast.
That shit hit.
The difference.
Word.
I'm saying.
Have you ever been to Cane's?
No, I've never been to Cane's.
No, you like Cane's too.
Now, will I say that their chicken is better than Popeyes? No, but Popeyes doesn't have their signature sauce.
That sauce did it. The sauce.
The sauce with the Texas toast, with the chicken, with the milkshake. It's just a combination that is unfortunately not offered at Popeyes.
Something that left Popeyes at 4. That's what
I'd say Popeyes fries are a little better.
Really? I do love their fries. Fries.
But it's not Zaxby's.
Got you.
Number 1, Sonic.
Man.
Wow. I don't know if y'all know this about me.
I'm going with no.
Probably not. I'm going to zoom in for this one.
Oh, this is deep, huh? Deep in the rap.
I'm a slushy man.
He's a slushy man. You heard?
I'm a slushy man, y'all. Like I appreciate a variety of flavors of slushy.
Did you go to?
I appreciate the candy that can be put from the Jolly Ranchers to the Nerds.
Did you go to 7-Eleven as a kid a lot? Yeah, I imagine so. All right, continue. Sorry, you were on a passionate rant.
I'm a slushy man.
He was a slushy man.
I'm also a milkshake man.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm also
a
breakfast man.
This is a combination.
And there ain't no competition as to the best breakfast you can get at a fast food place.
I love Sonic's tater tots. Like
Sonic's tater tots, Sonic's French toast sticks, Sonic's egg sausage sandwich.
I need to have
French
that.
Toast bread.
I need to have that.
There's so many options, and we only gotta go into.
They do have a really good menu.
We don't have to go into the pretzels. We don't gotta go into the burgers. So we don't gotta go into the fries.
We're not gonna go into the. We go. All right, go ahead. We're gonna address them.
We gotta go into them.
We gonna address these motherfuckers. All right, man.
Go ahead. The nuggets,
Number 1, Sonic.
They have, and then I didn't name the best part.
That's not the best part.
Best part
is
the ocean water.
Wait.
You don't know what ocean water is?
What is the ocean water, my G?
It is this coconut flavored soda. Now,
I hate coconut.
No. I hate coconut.
But that joint hit.
I remember I got it on accident one day.
Accidentally got the ocean water. All right.
I'm on my way to class, right? I order a slushie.
You got that ocean water.
Got the ocean water. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, these niggas fucked me up.
How dare they? Little did he know.
I try it. I don't think I even made it to my class before that thing was gone.
That deep.
I drank that whole thing. Had a little head rush. You know what I'm saying?
Really, the whole process happened in like 5 minutes for y'all.
And ever since, whenever I go to Sonic, no matter what I get, I got to get the ocean water to at least throw in the fridge.
Got you. Wow, Sonic, the ocean water. I was not educated on the ocean water, my G.
Sonic #1.
Really?
I wouldn't say hands down. I feel like the top 3 can kind of fluctuate.
But Sonic made it one today.
Sonic made it one today.
It's definitely
because I'm low key craving it. And after this podcast, I might drive out to go to Sonic, which is 40 minutes away.
Hey, bro, if you wanted that bad, go ahead. Sonic definitely has one of the more impressive menus in fast food, probably if not the. But I can't be mad at it. If you like, so you say you're a slushy man. That is funny. So that's top 5 fast food for Nick, huh?
Yeah, man.
All right.
I guess it's my turn.
Oh God, I hope it's not the same thing.
No, I'm not lame like that. I'm just corny.
Just corny. Go ahead.
What are your 5 favorite beats of all time?
Holy shit, Nick. What have you done to me? I can't do this. It's too. All right. I'm going to go top from 1 to just down. Honestly, this is a top 5 list, but on everything I love, I'm just doing this on the fly. If I actually had to sit down and like pen and paper this motherfucker, it might be different. But number 1, I Serve the Bass, Metro Boomin. That is the beat that got me to start making beats. So obviously that's personal.
And I can vouch, this man does not like Future. So for him to put that beat number 1 says something. Number
2, Tell Your Friends, Kanye West. That is definitely it might, I don't even know if that's my favorite Kanye beat, but goddamn it made it number 2.
Wow. That's a very interesting pick because I have no disagreement. I can't say it's in my top 5, but damn, that's not a good beat.
That is
a amazing beat.
So sheesh, now we're on 3. This one gets murky for me because I gotta think. Number
that's
3.
What we're here for, man.
Oh,
we thinking so the fans don't have to, man.
Apparently, number 3.
People are sitting there like, what's my favorite beats of all time?
Bad and Bougie, Metro Boomin again. Number 3. I mean that was a beat where I put it on repeat so many times and I didn't get sick of it.
I think I'm sick of that beat at this point.
Really? Oh no, that beat birthed a genre.
After 1,000 listens,
it only took so many.
Especially where we were in school.
Oh, for sure. That joke got played
after 1,000 listens, it's just natural.
But that beat hit no matter where I was, no matter what I was doing. That beat hit, man. I mean, wow. So there's that. I don't know who actually made this beat. I'm gonna have to look it up. But yeah, Travis Scott and Young Thug. That gets 4. I gotta get who made the beat, so I give them their just deserves. But that beat for me,
that's the one that gets fast
and slows down and it speeds back up again.
I would say just off uniqueness, that beat
is like that.
I wouldn't, because I don't know. I feel like they didn't implement it as well as I wanted them to.
That's just.
But I never heard any producer try to do that.
It was done so goddamn well.
I give it props.
It was done so goddamn well. I mean, I've heard that beat so many times, and not once have I thought I was sick of it. Not once.
What's your 5th?
I'm thinking, nigga, I'm trying to make sure the number 4 gets their credit.
It wasn't already in your head, nigga? So, no.
Oh, I'm about to fight. I just gotta do Birds. What was the tape? Birds. What did you just do? It was Days After Birds. That was the tape. Thank God I happen to remember that.
Days After Birds.
That was the tape it was on.
That don't sound legit.
Okay. It came up on Alpha Music. It was a leak that Travis didn't mean to put out.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, that's not an official release.
It wasn't an official release, but that's where I heard the song first.
No, I mean, because that kind of triggered me. Because my one homie, shout out Calvin, he swore to me, like J. Cole, like he swore this nigga J. Cole had an album called The Blow Up.
Word.
Like J. Cole never released the album called The Blow Up. He's like, bro, it's right here. He keeps showing me this like Daft Punk like album. I'm like, bro, that's not. He's like, but bro, these are all new songs. I'm like, bro, those are leaks, fam. He's like, The Blow Up is the best J. Cole album ever.
Wow, no, he said that.
I'm like, so Calvin, just shout out to you, bro. That album is not real, man.
You took the time to call this nigga out. That's what you did.
Nah, I hope he like is listening. I just want to make sure he knows like that's just not real.
I'm done. You took that time to call.
Like we would rank J. Cole albums and he literally put it number 1. I'm like,
it must have been that tape for him.
It was cool, you know what I'm saying? It had some good songs, but it's like, bruh, it's not a J. Cole album, man.
Not to you.
He's like, what about the song The Blow Up? I'm like, it's just the song.
So I'm guessing he was really adamant, huh?
Yeah, man.
Found it. There we go. I had it by the wrong name.
All right, what's the
producers? Come on, we're here.
What's the receipts, my nigga?
Jesus Christ, it's taking me forever to get to these producers. It's supposed to be in credits. Phone.
I'll be mad if that John says like unknown.
It's not giving me what I want, that's for sure.
It's Miley Cyrus.
Yo, I'll think a little different about life.
If Miley Cyrus can make a beat that hard?
Yeah. Not say that she's not capable, but I would really be like, yo, I gotta get on my shit. There it is. Produced by Wheezy, TM88, and Southside. Which, honestly, that is some, like...
You know what sucks? I really wanted to say one of them.
Really? No, you would have got right.
The fact that it's all 3 of them.
You would have gotten it right.
I literally was like, it's either Wheezy, TM88, or Southside. I was literally in my head like, it's either one of these niggas.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not Metro.
Got you.
It's all of them.
Yeah, it's all 3 of them.
Interesting.
Yeah. Wheezy, TM88, and Southside.
Good enough. That you're on 4.
I am on 4. That was the 4 though.
Yeah.
I'm on 5 now.
Yeah, you're on 5.
All right. So my 5th favorite beat. At this point, the list is all over the place. I've certainly disrespected some beat that I love so much that probably changed the game. But now we're at 5, and honestly, I feel like I'm gonna disrespect somebody with my 5th because there's someone I should have put here that I haven't. But we're just gonna damn, it's between Kanye and Metro. It's definitely between Kanye and Metro.
Weren't you telling me like this Macklemore song you really fuck with?
You said that seriously?
I could have swore you said that. Like
Macklemore. Yeah, you thought I brought him up?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend you just said that to yourself.
Got triggered.
Yeah, that's me triggered. Oh wow. Fuck. I'm gonna just give it to Metro Boomin Lesbian. That's it. I don't even think it really is my 5th. I just can't think of another song to get 5th, so it just came to my mind. But that's my top 5 beats at the moment. Like I said, give me a pen and paper. This whole list might be different. I doubt I Serve the Bass leaves one though. That really is that like beat for me. It even like if I make a beat, I feel like I'm trying to make it sound like I Serve the Bass. Like I want it as evil as possible.
Now that's from Hell, y'all.
That's a little dark, don't you think?
That beat is that dark, yeah.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
You want to go for another round?
Of what, 5? Well, you enjoy this, huh? I mean,
I think we're looking good on time, right?
We're at an hour, so we got time to do what we're watching, what we're listening to, and then outros. So it depends how far you want to push it.
Also, we got some stuff to edit, so I think we can go.
You're willing to risk it?
I think we can go because remember, I had to get the cable.
True. No, I started once we did the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, there's a couple other. There's like we're gonna be under. So
all right,
like right now.
All right, so we're doing another round of top 5, huh? Jesus, I wasn't prepared for another round.
Get prepared.
Fuck, Nick, I gotta think. Top 5 what? Top 5 female artist.
Does this include rappers?
Artist.
So just singer, rapper, anybody?
If they make music.
Okay. Number 5. It's hard to rank these people. This is not. Do we have to rank them or just put 5?
I generally just gave you 5 and just hope you didn't care enough. So I'm not gonna tell you can't do the same.
I'm not gonna rank them.
All right.
Just gonna give you
5.
Just gonna put 5.
So much for top 5.
Number 1. Number 1 on the list. Sade.
Can't go wrong with that big, huh?
Man. Her version of "Cherish Today" probably in my top 5 songs of all time.
All time. Oof.
Fucking love that song, man. There's so many just like Promise. I can just start naming shit. I'll just say she's one of the best female singers of all time over some of the best jazz instrumentation you could ask for.
Niggas in Paris. Oh, that was a beat I should have put there. Continue.
I was like, she was on Niggas in Paris. Wait, Sade got a Niggas in Paris remix?
Honestly, it was slap though.
Oh my God. But, you know, Sade definitely up there.
Got you.
Number 4. I'm going to put an honorable mention.
Go ahead.
Lauryn Hill. She's not on the list.
She's not actually on the list. It's honorable mention. All right.
I can't. Off one album, I can't.
All right, go ahead.
You have one album.
Go ahead. Damn.
You have one album, and I feel, you know, she's kind of been like a dick.
Is this not? Hope this isn't about her showing up late to her shows.
It's just, I don't know. I've heard stories about her. You know what I'm saying?
That's so you can only hear.
If I become famous and I get to work with Lauryn Hill, just forget I ever said anything.
Word. The podcast never existed?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Stamp.
But honorable mention Lauryn Hill. Number 4. It's hard to say, but SZA.
Ooh, she got into top 5. Okay.
I really like SZA.
Kudos to you.
I really like SZA. She hasn't dropped a weak project at all for me.
Career's still pretty. I wouldn't say young per se.
She has like 3-4 albums out.
But like,
I like all of them.
I wouldn't call her like the experienced vet in her lane. She's slowly improving. So like I could definitely see where you're coming from. Wow, to sneak into top 5.
Yeah, it's interesting that I put her there.
Yeah, no.
I have to give her a due.
You like her that much? She's in top 5. All right,
number 3, Lauryn Hill. Not Lauryn Hill.
You gave her honorable mention.
Yeah,
we know.
Sorry.
She's on your mind.
Erykah Badu.
Erykah Badu.
She has one of my favorite song runs I've ever heard.
Word.
Listen to. I'm gonna get the song name because it's a long ass song.
Go ahead, educate.
And
that's where you needed the internet screen joint.
We don't get it popping.
One day.
We don't get it popping. Every week is an improvement.
My butt. All right, we're good. Uncomfortable seating.
That's not the best.
It'll be alright.
Oh, I was like, those aren't almonds.
Ooh, excuse me. Anyone who heard me lightly burp.
So, Out of Mind, Just in Time. One of my favorite, just overall pieces of music ever.
Got you.
It's a 3-part song, 10 minutes long.
Okay.
It's, to me, her masterpiece. I love Erykah Badu. I don't think she's ever made anything as great as that song. Me and my homie, Aaron, like, whenever that shit comes on, we can't help but just like
break into song.
I'm saying I won't break into song on here. But, you know what I'm saying? Don't catch if I catch you singing that song. I mean,
Nick getting in there with you.
We had fucking karaoke or something like that.
Word.
That song's on the list. It's like.
Nick said, "You singing it? I'm singing it."
She got window seat.
Word.
She got Love of My Life with Common. Like she got so many songs, man. Definitely top 5. I'd probably say she's the only one I can definitively put number 1.
Okay.
Everybody else kind of falls into place. She's the only one where I'm like, okay, you're not.
Should have listed her 1, but all right. I guess you're still thinking as you're going.
Yeah, I'm still thinking I'm going. And then if I got a 4th. Number 4 would have to be. This is hard as shit. I'm gonna pick a female artist.
Oh, girl knows it. That was a bigger. All right, come on,
Janet Jackson.
Miss Janet. All right.
Janet, man. The hits are just overwhelming.
She definitely has the repertoire.
She got the lineage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dang, don't tell me she made the list because of her lineage, though.
No, of course
not. All right.
She is... It's like, most people would expect, the little sister of...
She definitely held her own.
It's like, okay.
She definitely held her own.
She just got a, album because of her family. No.
She definitely held her own in her own music career.
She is questionably as successful as her brother. Maybe not as, because he's the king of pop, but damn, they're not close.
She definitely put on.
Number 5, I feel like I'm missing somebody super key, and I'm going to be really bummed out about it.
Word.
Because I don't know if I should put this person.
Go ahead, do it.
I don't know if I should put this person.
Go ahead. You can't find someone else to put in it, apparently.
Missy Elliott.
Ooh, over Rihanna.
Ah! Oh no, because here's the thing. I was going between two people, and then you threw Rihanna out there, and now it's like
What have I done?
I'm at a deadlock. I might have to move Lauryn Hill out the honorable mention.
What? Now she suffers because of this. How did she get the short end of the stick here?
But I will also tell you, Rihanna suffers too. She's not on the list.
Woo.
Because I'm keeping Missy Elliott.
Got you. All right.
I'm not there to do that. Missy Elliott was responsible for too many hits of my childhood.
She has bops. I don't care what anybody says. She has bops. I'm talking to you, French Montana.
But honorable mention off respect alone, but also because I really fuck with her music heavy, but just probably not as heavy as everybody else on the list. Beyonce.
Okay. I feel like you kind of brought that in because you wanted to.
If I'm gonna put an honorable mention,
I
gotta put somebody who has like 4 or 5 albums, certified just hits.
I thought
Lauryn Hill has 1 album.
I thought it was properly used for your honorable mention because you didn't want to put her in there because she only had 1 album, but you knew how much that album meant to you per se that you put her in the honorable mention. But
I would say she's definitely 7th and Rihanna would be 8th. You know what I'm saying? But top 5.
Got you.
Top 5, just go over it. Sade, Erykah Badu, Missy Elliott.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. We had this. Oh no. No, it was right here.
Sade.
You already said Sade.
I did?
Yeah, said that first.
Sade, Erykah Badu, Missy Elliott. Wow.
Dang, I don't think it was a rapper per se.
No, it wasn't a rapper.
No. This
Missy
is
Elliott.
You already said it.
I'm keeping it. This point. All right. Sade, Erykah Badu, Janet Jackson.
Janet, there we go.
Sade, Erykah Badu, Janet Jackson, Missy Elliott, and SZA.
There we go. We get it. Ooh, that was ugly.
That's that early Alzheimer's.
Oh boy, that's as ugly as it sounds.
But,
all right, so I guess I'm up.
Yeah, and
that was good. I seen the personal preference in there, but I thought it was a good list.
Now, Nana told me ahead of time, don't ask me my favorite anime, and I'm not gonna do it.
Oh, thank God.
Instead,
oh God,
what are your 5 favorite live action shows?
Dickhead. It's been so long.
This nigga's about to say the Full Metal Alchemist movie, the Bleach movie.
You're rubbish, you know that. I don't even like live action anime movies, so like for me to even take that aspect would be so ignorant. But
oh my gosh.
Nonetheless, top 5 live action TV shows. Whoo! All right, we're going with. This is interesting. I'm just gonna go with number. I don't want to start with 1. I don't think it makes sense.
Don't rank them.
Don't rank them? I kind of want to, though. Kind of want to give some shows that just deserve. Fuck it. Is Wentworth 1 or is it 2? It's got to be 1. Nah, Wentworth is 1. As far until I can find something that isn't. Wentworth is 1.
Like we said 2 episodes ago.
Was it 2 episodes ago?
I think it was 2 episodes. Yeah, it was 2 episodes ago.
Wentworth's one of the best shows out there, bro.
If you like Orange is the New Black,
there's no reason you wouldn't like Wentworth.
You will start questioning why you like Orange is the New Black after you watch Wentworth.
Wentworth is that shit.
Wentworth is what Orange is the New Black wants to be.
I imagine that because I didn't watch Orange is the New Black. Straight Wentworth. But Wentworth, just thinking about it right now, Wentworth number 1, bro. That was a show. It's still going on. I mean, it never a dull moment in that show. I mean, that show's had my attention start to finish. Number 2. Live action TV shows. Number 2. What's the show that I really was just watching like that? Suits, I guess. Yeah, Suits. Suits goes number 2.
I knew you were about to pick Suits.
I really fucked with that show, bro. Suits was that show to me. I really enjoyed. Like, it really wasn't even that deep of a show. It was something I thoroughly enjoyed watching all the way through.
Respect.
Number 3. Ooh, this gets ugly. What's the show I really just watch? Shout out to anyone who watches like The Flash, The Arrow, all that. They're not making this list.
Boo. Hate those shows.
They're not making this list.
Those shows are CW garbage. Boo.
If I had to pick a number 3 though, I'm definitely going with the Blacklist. I'm still a big Blacklist fan. I haven't finished it. I got cut off because the season got delayed. I never picked it back up.
That's a show I've always wanted to go back to.
It's a good show,
I
man.
got maybe like 30 episodes in.
It's a good show, man. What did you do?
Next shit. Everything's still working.
All right, making sure. So number 3, the Blacklist. This one gets murky. Cause it's been so long since I watched actual life. Number 4, Shameless. I haven't finished Shameless. It took a turn for the worse, but the experience I went through watching those first couple seasons of Shameless, probably one unrivaled in terms of just sheer like shock and awe factor.
Shameless is like a serious Seinfeld. Or not even Seinfeld, like a Friends type show where
Got you.
when you get to the last seasons, it's like we've been here before. You know, like I like Shameless. I will respect Shameless. Like if you ask me what some of my favorite shows ever are, Shameless is on that list. I can't recommend those later seasons, man. Things get a little samey.
They do, but I've heard it's picked up, but I haven't picked it back up. So
I can always guarantee that Frank is always going to be a fucking like.
Hey man, some things never change.
Gonna accept.
He had a season where he was trying to pick up a better light.
Yeah,
it didn't work out. But nonetheless, I gotta finish it before I go around giving final judgments. The Shameless is 4. Live action, huh? For real, move everything down. I guess this isn't really a live action TV show, but Chappelle Show is number 1 on everything I love. Just the best show I love. Period.
That's a very good answer.
The Chappelle Show is the number 1 show for me. Period.
The thing is, I don't really consider Chappelle Show a show because I only see clips.
You know what I'm saying? It's
like,
a skit show.
I haven't watched the actual show, like in terms of
episode by episode.
I have in the past. I'm saying like. Within the past like decade though, it's only been like clips.
I've seen every episode start to finish.
I have too. I'm saying I haven't seen it in like.
I'm gonna give you
the episode of Chappelle Show. I've seen clips.
I'm gonna give you my CBS All Access code. I got every episode on that joint. You gonna be good. I'm telling you right now, Chappelle Show, the number 1 show for me. Period. Everything else comes second. That's the list.
Fair enough. Man, speaking of shows, what you watching, bro?
Fuck. What have I been watching? I finished the 3rd season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Woo! And hey.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy.
Hey.
Yeah. I got that jog on my bag.
Word.
Man, I've been jogging the bag.
Word.
Man, they been jogging too bad.
Okay.
I know it's right. I need to stop right now. Though. I don't know.
I was about to talk, and then I heard it go off again. I was like, huh?
Yeah. Technical difficulties can be bloopers, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, the bloopers out here will go crazy. But all right.
That's hilarious.
What we watching? That's what we doing. What am I watching?
Yeah, JoJo's.
All right, I finally, before that thing went crazy, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. I finally finished the 3rd season. If anyone has been talking about the JoJo's Bizarre Adventures to you, has anyone even mentioned it? Have you seen the YouTube clip? If you're trying to figure out where the hype is at, it's there. Jotaro Kujo is the GOAT. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, bro.
I don't know what he's talking about.
And just know, you need to get to know, Jotaro Kujo is the GOAT. I mean, this man's got to be in the top tier of main characters. I mean, he is a alpha dog among alpha dogs. I'm going to end it with this. Mm-hmm. You don't know where his hat ends and his hair begins. And if you watch JoJo's, you know what I'm talking about.
Is he better than Lelouch?
No. That's because Lelouch actually, like, not to say JoJo doesn't think.
Because you came in here saying he's the best.
He is the GOAT
of all time.
But
you said that when you walked in here.
Let me say this. Lelouch's story has been finished. I have not finished Jotaro's. But I will say this. They're both geniuses. Don't get it twisted. But, like, Jotaro literally punches the fuck out of everybody. In their face. Like that is hey bro, don't try to sound it. But
look, man, I played Jump Force for like a year.
That shit is that move.
Whenever somebody would use that
is that move.
It's all you hear. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Aura is what he shouts when he punches people, bro.
What does aura even mean?
I don't know what the Japanese translation is. Honestly, I just know he shouted that like it was no tomorrow.
Means punch.
I doubt it even does, because even like
punch.
Hear me out. When you're reading the subtitles, it still comes out as aura. So I'm assuming that is it.
Aura is aura.
What does aura mean in Japan? It kind of just means come on. Is the closest.
Come on.
The closest equivalent in English
That's
is
even
come
funnier.
on. Yeah.
That's hilarious. To be honest.
That makes the show even funnier. Honestly, I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but nah, bro. I think because of the basis in show and because Code Geass is so serious in nature, if you will, you gotta respect Lelouch. If anyone hasn't seen Code Geass, you tripping. You gotta respect Lelouch for what he was able to pull off and all that. I don't think Jotaro's been able to pull the level of emotion out that Lelouch was. When I tell you, man, you just gonna be inspired watching this motherfucker, bro. That's the only thing I can think about, because he just be doing the goat of goat shit, bro. But third season finished, great watch. I really do. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is weird. It is bizarre. It's a good watch. It's better than most shows, bro. I'm gonna just tell you that.
Is it better than all shows?
That's not the serious. Like, anyone who thinks this is like the best anime out there, period.
And I'm asking that sincerely, because I've heard people say this is the quintessential
people
anime.
will stamp that. I've like I said, I've just finished 3. Some say season 4 is better than 3. Season 4 is better than season 3. I might come back here a little different. But at the moment, this ain't no go anime. Y'all tripping. This is a good show though. Don't get it twisted. I got a high school course. I finally got caught up in Black Clover. We're finally moving on to the next arc. Thank God. It only took 8 years, but it's going somewhere.
It's the first episode
of the new arc. Yeah, the most recent one I watched. I think it's the first episode of the new arc.
I guess it's time to get back on.
I guess it is. Fire Force keeps getting better. I can only say so much. Nick started watching God of High School. He says it's good himself. He says I hyped it a little. Y'all be the judge. But
I'll get to it.
It's definitely a banger. And if we're talking about anime that's come out this year, it's up there. If you don't think it is, you gotta let me know what's come out this year, because it's been a quiet year for anime in my opinion. And yeah, we started Japan Sinks. Nick wanted me to start it because he wanted me to know how I feel about it. Me personally, I think it'd be better as a live action show than an anime. It's too real. I feel like when you come into anime, not to say the anime should be limited into just genre per se or this type of anime. I like a little fantasy element. I like a little Unreal in there. This is as real as it gets. It is a natural disaster here in Japan. Sorry for anyone who doesn't know what Japan Sinks is about. Spoiler alert.
Hence the name.
Oh my God. If you didn't see that coming, God dang it.
I wonder what year it takes place in.
2020. Nonetheless. It is January. Oh, Denver even series. Woo, 110-101 came out. Jokic, Murray combined for 45, Kawhi for 17. Look, ouch.
As a Clipper hater, I would not want them to lose to the Nuggets.
That'd be ugly.
I don't want to deal in a situation where they choke that bad.
That'd be ugly. Playoff P gotta show up.
Happen, though. I think they're gonna win every game from here
on the game 3. Nonetheless, that would distract me from my statements.
You distracted yourself.
I know what I did. And yeah, what we're watching. So I hope I ended on a good note. Well, I think I ended on I got out of high school. No, Japan Sinks. I think it'd be better as a live action show. It's a little too real, like I said. I think if this was a live action show, this shit would do numbers. I really do. Niggas would go crazy to see this shit in live action. If you were a fan of 2012, the movie, you would like Japan Sinks. That's how I'll say it.
I disagree.
Really?
It's not even on that wave to me.
What?
Because
so I haven't seen the second episode. I'm only one episode in, Nick. Don't do too much.
I feel I'm not gonna spoil it. I just feel like Japan Sinks. Like when I think of like 2012, that movie.
Yeah.
It's mostly about the disaster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the core. It's like this is a crazy ass situation.
Got you.
Japan Sinks is just sad. I would say 2012 was not a sad movie. It was just you're just watching the spectacle.
I think it was more like oh shit, this is going on. And sad.
Japan Sinks, like the shit that happens, and then it's mostly just a character study. You know?
Word.
As far as I've seen up to 5 episodes now.
Got you.
Are you done with your
what I'm watching?
Yeah. Let me make sure you're done before I get into it.
Nations League is here. Shout out soccer. Soccer season is about to start.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's about the NBA playoffs, of course.
Of course.
We just snuck that conversation in there, but nonetheless. And trying to think, UFC match happened tonight. Didn't watch it, but UFC's been putting on. Shout out to the UFC. I can't put anything else together besides the usual YouTube clips. We come and we go. That's what we'll be watching this week. It's all you, Nick.
All right. For me, I'll get into Japan Sync since we were just on it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, if I were to give a grade I'm like halfway through the show, I'm at a 5 out of 10.
That's not bad. That's where you were worse earlier.
I came up a little bit just after thinking about it. I'm a 5 out of 10, which is not good, contrary to what Nana's saying.
I mean, it's not the end of the world. People be acting like 5 out of 10 means you just shit the bed. That's what the rest of the numbers is for.
Viewers, if you ever got a 5 out of 10 on your quiz, or
you're halfway there.
I'm sure your parents were not happy. Anyways.
But maybe I didn't have parents. Hey, chill, let me stop. Let me stop, bro.
Poor taste Nana over here.
Hey, man.
But anyways,
not excluding nobody.
We're back to Japan Sinks 2020. I get what they're going for. Like, I really do. And I respect it. I think that there are people who like that kind of stuff. Not I. Not for this type of...
You recommended this shit to me.
I recommended it to you because I thought it was interesting. And I thought that it was one of the Netflix's, most promoted properties this year. So I was like, I want to watch it. And I want to kind of talk about it on the podcast. At least a little bit, have like a little discussion. And
it wasn't worth it?
I would say it was worth it. It's just not my type of anime. It's not an anime.
Last time I listened to a Nick recommendation.
Yeah, there's been some good, there's been some bad.
He said it missed. Everyone is. I don't think I've been perfect.
No, we'll get into what
you bro, you gotta get past anime episode 1, bro.
overall, if you like sad shit, you like families getting torn apart by natural disasters,
death left and right,
blood all around, earthquakes, all that. If you like all that shit, you are gonna enjoy Japan Sinks 2020. Me, it's a 5 out of 10. Nana, I think it's something less than that.
I haven't gotten enough to give it a rating. I'm 3 episodes before I start dishing shit.
So,
except for Food Wars, that wasn't for me, bro. I don't do food service. I said food service. I don't do fan service and food.
I feel it.
Food service.
The other thing I've been watching this week, I'm gonna go to. What's the best way to put this? Not a overhyped god of high school.
God, that's a dramatic way to put that. But all right, go ahead.
But it's not a bad anime. It is.
Anime act like I said it was the next Dragon Ball Z.
Basically, did every single. I feel like
I said this is the fighting anime.
I feel like the word. If you wanted to put a string of words that link all of our podcasts together, it would be God of high school.
Oh my God! I guess that's what you heard me so adamant about. So, look, Nick,
I'd say on some level you did overhype.
Looking at what's dropped this year, it's genuinely one of the better animes that's come out this year. I guess if you were thinking I was just hyping it as like best anime of all time, I could genuinely see how you got that. But
I'm just saying it's the only thing you've mentioned every single podcast.
Fire Force?
No, not Fire Force. Every single one.
What? I didn't mention Fire Force every single one.
I don't think you mentioned.
I tweet Fire Force is probably better than motherfucking God of High School.
Fair enough. I haven't seen it yet. I'll watch it. But God High School, I like it. I like where it's going so far. I like the ominous vibe it has.
He hasn't seen episode 5, y'all. He has no idea.
I haven't seen episode 5. I'm getting there. It's been a long week, but I'm gonna get there. I'll give it a better. I don't want to put a grade by it or anything like that.
Good for you. The verdict's still out.
Yeah, the verdict's still out. It could definitely get to the point of, oh, this is my favorite anime of this year. It's not there yet.
It's not there yet.
It's not there yet, but I hold out hope.
It definitely wasn't for me after episode 4, but it definitely was up there for anime of the motherfucking season for sure.
I feel well animated.
Oh, for sure.
Well animated.
Camera angles
and choreography and the
fights.
I love all of that. You know what I'm saying? The story, not really a fan right now, but we'll see where it goes.
Because you're in the dark.
I feel that's fine. I've been in the dark in other shows too and still liked it.
That's true.
So we'll see. I want to wait till it reveals its secrets before I at least a little bit.
Just a wee bit. I appreciate you for giving it clean slate, fair judge.
Yeah, but definitely not a bad recommendation. Definitely not living up to the hype that I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like God's gift to Earth.
My fault. I didn't mean to get you that hyped.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Talk about Konosuba.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Do I really gotta talk about kind of
I mean, if you don't want to, I'm not gonna force you.
Look, man.
You only watched one
Nana,
episode.
I only watched one episode. Nana told me to watch this show called Konosuba.
So there's not a lot of good comedy animes, in my opinion. The list isn't too crazy.
I recommend it. Me and Nana talked about one of the best comedy animes, in my opinion, of all time that I've seen. Kaguya-sama, Love is War.
Definitely one of the funnier ones in recent memory.
So Nana said, "Oh, if you like that, you'd like this." And this anime is Konosuba. Now, I'm not gonna spoil because I feel like even if I talk about the first episode, it's kind of spoiling what happens. So I'm not gonna.
Look, I'm gonna just say it now. It's
Go ahead.
a parody of isekai anime, and if you don't like parody animes, you're probably already lost. But if you do, this is a funny anime. Nonetheless, go ahead, Nick.
I see where it's coming from. I feel confident in saying after first episode, 3 out of 10. And I might watch another episode just to give it a fair shot.
So I told him watch first two. If you don't like first two, I can't do nothing else.
But I will say I do not like any of the characters, and I don't think the jokes land for me. Okay. Which, if it's a comedy anime and I'm not fucking with the jokes,
it's probably gonna be a miss overall.
Right.
That's it. Give it the time you need to give it. If you don't come off of it and you like it, I can't do nothing.
Last two things. I've been watching this show. Now I binged this whole show within this week.
That's why you've been watching Konosuba.
That's
exactly why, actually.
I started watching Konosuba and I was like, I need something more realistic, more not as funny, but a little bit of humor.
Got you.
And so I go through HBO, which to me has the best just selection of quality live action entertainment.
Word.
And I come across a show called I May Destroy You. Now, I May Destroy You is the latest show from British actress, and I want to get her name right. Pulled it up on Wikipedia and everything. I think it's Michaela. Is that how you say that?
Michaela.
Is that Michaela?
I'm saying Michaela. ELA.
I hope it's Michaela. I hope I'm not getting her name wrong.
YouTube.
She's great. That's a lot of work.
You made it this far. Show lazy ass.
Let's see how to pronounce her name.
I think it's Michaela. Oh God, Stephen A. Smith saying anything passionately gets me geeked. Oh yeah, I think it's Michaela.
Michaela, you're right. So her name's Michaela.
1 point for me.
But her name is
-2 for Nick.
Her name is Michaela Cole. She is a British actress. She starred in this show called Chewing Gum. Love Chewing Gum.
Word.
One of my favorite live action comedies that was ever on Netflix.
Word.
Because I just related to it heavy. It's about this girl, this girl who lives in a Christian home trying to find herself, and I'm like,
I could see you relating to that.
Yeah, it wasn't my experience wasn't that crazy, but it was funny. You know what I'm saying? It was funny seeing those. I've seen people whose life were that crazy. So I saw she had a new show out. So I was like, I'll tune in. I didn't know I would like this show this much. To go into what this show is about,
be careful,
specifically, Nick. Would be spoiler territory, because I think everybody should experience the first episode without any spoilers.
Good job.
What I will say is this show deals with race, sexual assault, writer's block, so many things that so many people can relate to.
Word.
From a Black British perspective.
Ooh.
The show takes place in Europe. In different parts, from Italy to just England and London. It takes place in a lot of different areas.
Cool.
And you meet so many different types of people where it's it's the best way I can describe it, it's like a more mature Black Insecure.
Got you.
I like Insecure a lot. Insecure to me sometimes feels a little surface level, because I feel like the shit that they're going through ain't really that deep.
But they be making it.
Yeah, but I still like Insecure.
Got you.
I know some female fans might not fuck with that because female fans love Insecure. I know a lot of girls who like that show. I feel like if you like Insecure, you would really love this show. the show gets a little more real, and a lot of the ways they handle some of the touchier subject matter is interesting for a show of this nature. So highly recommend it. You know what I'm saying? If you want something that is funny but real at the same time, definitely go for I May Destroy You. Last thing, this is what I've been playing, which is watching, contrary to what Nana wants to say.
I like to think of it as focusing on the TV screen.
You are watching the TV screen when you're playing a game. Anyways.
Nick might be. Me, I focus. That's why Nick can't beat me in FIFA.
You are focusing by watching.
Nick be watching me play. I be focusing.
Nana has an unhealthy obsession with FIFA, y'all.
I don't think it's unhealthy. I'm still alive.
Nana's top 5 video games.
Yo, don't do this. Don't do this. FIFA, don't put FIFA 19 in there.
FIFA 15.
Thank you.
FIFA 16, FIFA 17, FIFA 18, and FIFA 20. That's the top 5.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that order isn't it. 1 and 2.
But they're all in the list. They're all in the list.
That's a little blasphemous. I'll definitely throw 2K12 in there. That's one of the better 2Ks for me. Man, I know 8 was a big thing.
When was the last time you popped a 2K in?
2K12. What you mean? Definitely played 2K18. Wasn't that big of a fan, but I played it like once all the hype had done. It was a game I put in, and yeah, we kept it moving. But yeah, I don't know if it's that order was correct in the FIFAs. That's all I can say.
Okay.
But
close enough.
What you're watching, you might as well just go ahead and sneak in what you're playing too. But go ahead, good job trying to put it in what you're watching.
So I'm all for nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? Like if you give me some good nostalgia, like something that like I used to fuck with back in the day, and you do it the right way, man, you got me.
That's your shit.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2.
They dropped those, right?
Remixed for PS4 and Xbox One.
They did drop that.
Jeez. Talk about a weekend just being devoted to such a great like experience. It's everything I ever wanted from like a modern Tony Hawk game, and they literally just like took the old ones and just sprayed 4K on them.
Got you.
Added some, customizations that we didn't have before in the old games that were on PlayStation 1. You know what I'm saying? They really went above and beyond for this remake.
Mm-hmm.
If you used to like Tony Hawk and kind of fell off after they started releasing shit games like Tony Hawk Ride, which I don't know if you remember.
I do.
Tony Hawk, you remember the jump? Yeah. That was actually like the real skateboard. And,
and everyone was trying to motherfucking skateboard that bitch in real life. Like it was
why I knew that jump was some bullshit? Because it was before it came out. You know why I knew it was some absolute bullshit? When they had the dog on the skateboard, I was like, yo. Like, this shit don't work.
If he could do it, anyone could do it.
That was an abomination. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5, an abomination. I didn't even play it. I played it over a friend's house, and it was like...
Never came back.
I played for maybe 30 minutes, and I was like, I'm good off this.
Man,
this
left the house.
Fun. I played the demo for this jump one time, and I was like, pre-order. Oof. Immediately. I was like, I need this.
This is what you need in life? Another skateboarding game.
Time where it's almost like FIFA in that no point. You're just skating. You're skating. You're collecting shit around the parks.
Does it have a story mode?
Not really a story mode. I think the newer ones, like Underground, I think they have story mode.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But yeah, Pro Skater didn't have story. It's literally just drop you in the park. You collect the word skate that's all around.
Yep. It's coming together.
You collect the little collectibles. You get the little secret tape. There's a whole bunch of like nuanced shit that's in there. That's like not story stuff, but just fun.
There's things to keep you busy, honestly.
Man, if you have some extra income, anything you can
wasted on that video game.
Wasted on a video game that you probably spent hundreds of hours on as a child. Waste 100 hours more as an adult.
Whew.
But let's get into the last topic of the day, man. What are we listening to? What are you listening to this week, bro?
It's short. It's simple.
Me too.
It's not long. I'll say this. Let me get.
Are we gonna say the same thing?
We are, but let me get the other things out the way first.
The small fries.
Young Gravy dropped a song called "Yup." The song's okay, not his best work. The video was hilarious. You about to say something? Go ahead, nigga.
There's a nigga named Young Gravy.
For sure. Had a great tape too.
There's a nigga named Young Gravy.
He's white, if you're wondering. I liked his intro tape. I thought it was pretty good. I'm gonna have to put Nick on after this.
I honestly think we've reached a point where rapper names
don't matter.
It's
don't
like,
matter at all.
I've heard. You know what the wildest one is?
What?
It's not even a rapper name. It's this thing who's on like No Jumper podcast. His name is Little House Phone. I don't.
It
like,
adds up.
I think that we have reached a place where
Doesn't matter.
if we can stop using the words young and little, I think if we called it a truce right now, I think we'd be set.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
I think any more variations of it
would just be over the top.
Because we're getting
we already over the top.
Young gravies now. Like,
we got young gravy, baby.
It's like we're gonna go young iPhone. Young
it's coming.
Bottle, young Mike. I'm pretty sure we probably have a young Mike.
Depends how you spell Mike, but nonetheless,
we're getting too far.
If you say so, young gravy, he got the bangers. If you don't think he got the bangers, he got the bangers. But
got a name, that's for sure.
Yeah, he dropped a song called Yup. It was whatever. It's not his best work, but the video was funny. Pop star video dropped. I guess that's what I'm watching, but I guess I threw it in what I'm listening to.
We can throw a music video.
The video was funny. If you haven't seen it, go ahead, do what you want. I thought it was funny. If I had to put it over, what was the other song? Good God, I forget this song. Not really. I listen to song all the time. Sometimes we laugh, sometimes we cry. Nothing's you know now.
What song?
Wait for it. Laugh now, cry later. There we go. If I had to rate it over, like compare those two videos.
You meant the Drake song.
Yeah. Okay. If I had to compare between those two videos, I guess this one's better. It's a little more well thought of, but nonetheless, don't come in there expecting some great wisdom. It's a Drake video. We know.
Is it entertaining to you?
Yes. I strangely enough, I feel like the last Laugh Now Cry Later was more entertaining to me personally, but this one had a little more going on in it. So
okay, I'll give it a first shot.
And yeah, that's the only two things that caught my ear per se, and one of them actually caught my eyes. So nonetheless, I didn't know there was a pop star video. So when someone told me there was, I was like, I might as well give it a listen. So watch. But we all know what we really listened to this weekend. That Detroit 2 from Big Sean. Boy, that tape was some hizzy. Anyone doesn't think so, I don't know what she was listening to, bro. We can get this stuff. We can go track for track, bar for bar, bro. That tape was heat. Big Sean came to hoop. Much love, Big Sean. I think this is, I don't want to go, because it being to drop, Friday? I want to go start comparing
Thursday night, technically.
Thursday night. I don't want to go here and start comparing his discovery, but this got to be one of his better projects. I mean, Dark Sky Paradise, good, man.
I feel like I am a very fair Big Sean, not fan. I appreciate Big Sean's music.
Word.
Will I ever go to a Big Sean concert? No.
To be determined?
No. I would not. Unless you bought me tickets. So if somebody wants to buy me tickets for a Big Sean concert,
Nick, go.
I'll consider it.
I'll consider it. Now I'm going. I'll consider it.
Yeah, check my schedule.
So you find yourself quite unbiased in your opinions.
Yeah.
Got you.
And I've liked I've liked a decent amount of his projects.
He's one of the few people to waste a Metro tape.
We don't even gotta talk about that.
Good God.
I would say this is his best album since Dark Sky Paradise.
It's up there for me, man.
Now, will I say it's better than Dark Sky Paradise?
I can't say it just yet.
I can't either. I don't think I will ever say it.
Dark Sky Paradise was a good tape, man.
It was a great
start
tape.
to finish.
I don't think it's better than the last Detroit. I think the first Detroit had some really good songs. Because the other Detroit didn't have trap songs because trap wasn't really a thing back then. It wasn't like as far as it is right now.
Got you.
It wasn't the primary sound of hip hop.
For sure.
But Detroit had some bangers on it. Like, How I Feel. Yeah, How I Feel. Like it's some of the classic Big Sean songs on there.
Got you.
I don't know if I can put this tape over because I think this tape has a lot of filler.
What do you define by filler? Like a lot of like interludes or just tracks that just...
Well, look, I'm never really a fan of spoken interludes.
Got you.
I've never really been... There's a couple things I'm not really a fan of.
This definitely has a couple of those.
Spoken interludes and songs where people are having sex on them. Do not like those interludes.
Those are your two?
If you... Because, like, no one really wants to hear that.
If they're trying to paint a theme or like an image or a picture...
If you hear if it's literally a skit and it's just niggas like... A nigga and a girl having sex. Are you gonna play a skit in your car?
Probably not over and over again.
Well, but if I'm listening, you hear it one time.
If I listen to the album,
it's there,
it's probably not
skit.
ever. I mean, there's not a lot of good interludes / skits like that. You feel me? I don't think the list is too long.
I feel it, but that's number one.
That's
I'm skipping that.
That's the off limits.
There's some skits where I like the Kanye skits off late registration, college dropout. I'm playing those.
Gotcha.
Those are classic skits that are funny.
Mm-hmm.
They match the vibe of the album.
They sneak into the rotation.
These I feel like are in the middle of that. It's not as bad as no sex interludes or anything like that. It's not on the level of like classic Kanye interludes.
Got you. It's just people talking.
You know I thought famous people to come talk for him. I thought
it were very insightful. Well, am I gonna come back?
I thought the Erykah Badu was cool. I like the Dave Chappelle. I like the Stevie Wonder. Like they're all cool. I don't need them.
Yeah, okay.
I guess that's the best way to put it.
I would say that they weren't on this album. That album would just go by quicker.
Like they kind of blowed up the track list a little bit.
They make it an hour.
Yeah. So off the top that, we can kind of go through the track list to be honest.
That's what you want.
First track.
We're supposed to be making this an hour 30. You trying to go through the track list song by song.
We're not gonna talk in depth by each song.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna go through like the highlights type shit.
If you think,
because off top, my favorite songs, like top 3 songs.
Go ahead.
First track. Fucking love that song. That beat is hard as fuck. Just saying. The ZFTO.
Word. Wait, what did you say with your first?
Why Would I Stop?
Oh, really? That's your like.
I like that song a lot.
That came and went for me, but all right.
Man, I like that song a lot. ZTFO.
Yeah.
Probably, in my opinion, the best beat.
Okay. Dark
as fuck. Travis feature. The best of the Travis features of the two.
What? You like Lithuanian?
I like everything on the tape pretty much. Besides one song.
Mm-hmm.
One song I can say with confidence I do not like. The Baddest. Do not like that song. That song reminded me of what I don't like in Big Sean.
Trying to see where it is even on the track list.
It's after Feed. Right before the Lil Wayne song.
Hey, what is your order? Okay, there it is.
Official
17.
order.
All right, making sure. Yeah, it's not even coming to mind right now. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, and then so The Baddest is my weakest. You know what I'm saying? Why Would I Stop? ZTFO and where is it at? Everything Is Missing. Those 3 songs are my favorites because they're different enough.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like they're the best version of like the style Big Sean wants to go for.
Okay.
I think this was a success for him. I think that this was needed for his career.
For sure. He had to have a hit here. If he had another miss, I don't know what Big Sean would have done.
And you can't call your album Detroit 2 and it sucks. So I think that
You say that till they do it. But nonetheless, go ahead.
I'm saying like when you do that, you
No
credit
Ceilings
the
2.
name. You credit the name. Like who wants a No Ceilings 3?
Nobody.
Because he released No Ceilings 2. You know,
and it was
like
that. But I don't think it destroyed
when
what
you
No
do
Ceilings
that,
was.
you sully the name of your franchise.
I don't think No Ceilings 1 got ruined because No Ceilings 2 was bad.
But you don't want No Ceilings 3.
I don't.
So that's
he ruined the I guess continuation.
The brand of No Ceilings.
Got you. I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I mean, if he gives me a No Ceilings 3, I'm definitely gonna take it. But I'm not asking for it.
I don't know if you even take it. I think
I'll take it. I'll hit play. You don't think I'm gonna hit play?
Yeah.
You're a captain. You quite severely underestimate how much I care for Lil Wayne.
Maybe I am.
Cause I'm hitting play. I'm hitting play on whatever tape that nigga drop.
I think that's the last. What were your top 3 for the album?
I think it's too soon. I need another listen. But if I had to say what caught my eye off rips immediately, Lucky Me, everything with Travis Scott on it, Full Circle with Diddy. That one for some reason caught my eye. Caught my eye. Really?
I mean, I didn't hate it. It's a good song.
I like the
but
theme
it's
he
my
was going
least
on.
favorite of the songs I like. I guess
Dawn Life featuring Lil Wayne was tough.
Mm-hmm.
I love how Dom Kennedy didn't actually rap. He kind of just spoke on a song.
I loved it.
That shit was hilarious. I like the Nipsey feature. I like what he did with the song, how he kind of used it to almost put it in retrospect on where he was in his life. And the Friday Night Cypher. Look, you ain't got like all the verses. Shit, you might not even like this type of song. I loved it. To just put all these niggas together, drop fire beats, and say, go ahead, T Grizzly, Cash Doll, Sada Baby hit. Nick doesn't like M's verse. I didn't think it was nothing to like go tell the streets about, but I didn't mind it. I thought it was a good verse. I mean, the list goes on, man. We could probably forget a name or two, but we can go in on how like each motherfucker grabbed the beat, did what they supposed to do, and kept it moving, man. I think the person with the most bars besides M was Big Sean. So like,
I think M had the most bars.
Yeah, nigga, you just hear me?
Oh, you said besides.
Yeah. All right, you better start listening, nigga. But
no.
Yeah, Big Sean probably had the longest verse, but I mean, everyone came in and did some shit, man, and I fucked with the song heavy. But nonetheless, this was definitely the tape of the weekend. This was definitely a good listen. If you are on the fence about it, Stop wasting your time and hit play. You ain't doing anything else. You listen to us. Come on, bro. Hit play. But keep listening to us. Don't stop that.
Recommended from me. Big Sean, you did good. Hopefully your next album can be just as good. Because I feel like...
Don't rush, yeah?
You don't...
Don't rush.
Like, you don't get the props you deserve.
When did you start talking to him personally?
If he's listening, shout out. But
hey, we get Big Sean to listen. We made it.
I feel that Big Sean is a better rapper than a lot of the niggas that are out here popping. You know
for sure.
But at the same time, he's done a lot to himself.
How do you waste a Metro tape?
Yeah, like that's a big thing. You know, I like the Jhené Aiko shit. That's cool. And the songs on here with her are cool too.
Did they have a second part to that tape?
I think it's just the tape.
I could have sworn they were supposed to put 2088 part 2.
I think
they talked about it.
They just do features on each other.
No, I could have sworn like there was talk about it, like they were gonna do a 2088 part 2.
And they have good chemistry. They have to be the coolest exes on the planet Earth.
I think they're back together, but nonetheless,
I don't think they are. I think they've always just been. They were together, then they got apart, and they're like, "Oh, we make dope music together."
I think they're fucking. That's what I'll say right now.
we ain't arguing about that.
Look, that's all I'm saying.
We ain't arguing about that.
But nonetheless, they dropped the 2088 tape. I was a big fan of that tape. I thought it was pretty dope. I could have swore there was rumors about a second. If not, someone put out something about a second. Then like they had their own little relationship issues. So everyone was like, "There's no way there's a second." But I hope there's a second.
But this shit's on anything Big Sean has released besides Dark Sky Paradise and the first Detroit. Besides those
Can't
two,
argue with that.
Well,
I mean, are we going back to
third in his career?
Are we going back to his Finally Famous tapes? Because his Finally Famous tapes is some of his best work.
I'm ranking them over all of them.
Ooh, some of his Final. I'm gonna have to go back and Discovery. Cause Final Famous.
Those
3?
are better left in your memory than they have like they sound now.
All right,
I have gone back to them.
I'm gonna have to. Final Famous 3. Ooh, that was a tape.
Final Famous 3 is cool. Not this.
That was good. I mean, this is real growth right here. But nonetheless,
yeah, I feel like Big Sean is kind of. This is the evolution of Big Sean. Like, this is what he's matured into as a rapper.
Real growth.
And I'm here for it. He grown now.
All right, Nick. We said an hour 30. I doubt this is going to be an hour 30.
I think it will be. I think after editing, we'll be straight. But let's get back to the thing of things. We are done. I think we're finished.
What did you just say?
The thing of things.
Oh, my God. That sounded weird. All right, continue.
We're back to the thing of things. We're ending the podcast now. This is...
Damn, I forgot that was off.
For you. This has been a great podcast, man. Well,
I'll give it a 5 out of 10. Oh, we didn't have a word of the day.
Our word of the day is...
I don't think anything fits for today.
I think there has to be something that fits.
No, it didn't come naturally, that's for sure.
No.
Overhyped.
No, I don't like that one either. I would say today is a phrase of the day.
Phrase. Okay.
And our phrase of the day is top 5, top 5, top 5, top 5, top 5.
Nick, drop the beat.
Thank y'all for tuning in this week. We love y'all, even though we don't know y'all like that. We love y'all. At least I love y'all. I don't know about this nigga.
Hey, yo, much love for Hit and Play.
Much love for Hit and Play. We gonna be here next week. We here every single week.
No guarantees.
Y'all got a topic?
Suggest them. Please suggest them.
No, where can we find you at, bro?
On Snapchat. What you mean?
What's that name, bro?
Bro, all lowercase, no spaces. NYKOTT. You already know.
Man, you can find me on my Twitter, the THA Real Thomas. You can find me on SoundCloud, where you can also find this podcast, The Year 4000.
Hit me a line if you need the links. I'm about to say IG coming soon for anyone who keeps bugging me about it.
Yo, we about to start the IG. Give us a follow if you can. It'll help us know how many people really fucking with our shit. You know what I'm saying? We trying to branch out. We trying to diversify.
All right, nigga. Now you gonna drop the beat?